Hello students, welcome to the third video of this playlist. So in this video we will be solving question number 3 from October 2023 P4 paper. So let's get started. So basically question number 3, it's from integration of your P4 syllabus. To be more specific, like the first part is it consists of integration by parts, and the second part consists of integration by substitution. So basically two types of integration, the two rules of integration in the same question there is in number 3. Okay, so the first part, use integration by parts to find the exact value of integration from 0 to 4 x squared e to the power 2 twice of x dx, giving you answer in simplest form. Okay, so integration by parts. For integration by parts, what we basically do, we choose one of the term for differentiation and the other term for integration. Okay, so which one to choose for differentiation and which one to choose for integration? How can you decide that? The most easiest way is to consider this sequence L A T E. Fine. So what does this sequence signifies? The first term goes for logarithm, second term A, it goes for algebra, T goes for trigonometry, and E goes for exponential. So basically the one that comes first will be chosen for differentiation, and the one which comes next will be chosen for integration. Okay, so here in this integral you got x squared, which is an algebraic term, e to the power 2x, which is an exponential term. So definitely from the sequence you can see algebra comes first and e comes last. So that means we will choose x squared to be differentiated. U equals to what? X squared, and we will choose dv over dx, that is the one for integration. It is nothing but e to the power what? Twice of x. Fine. Okay, now what we need to do, differentiate du over dx. So what you will get? Twice of x, right? Twice of x. And integrate v dv over dx. If you integrate this, you will get what? Half of e to the power twice x. That is reverse chain rule basically. Half of e to the power twice x. Now integration of x squared u into dv over dx, right? U into dv over dx, that is x squared times e to the power twice x dx. This is equals to what? This is equals to uv. Uv is what? Half of x squared e to the power twice x, okay, uv, minus integration of v times du over dx. So this is half, so half times 2 will become 1. So integration of what? X e to the power twice of x dx, and then a constant for integral, that is plus c. Now are we done? No, we are not done yet. Why? Because you can see that there is still an integral remaining. We need to integrate that. So how can you integrate that? Same again, by parts rule. Okay, so the same sequence LATE, e equals to what? X, and dv over dx would be what? E to the power twice x. e to the power twice x. Okay, so du over dx would be what? Du over dx would be just 1, and v would be same, half of e to the power what? E to the power twice of x. Okay, now what we got, the integration of x squared. Okay, let us put the limits now. The limit were what? 0 to 4. Yeah, 0 to 4. So x squared e to the power twice x twice x dx would be equals to what? What we got there? Half of x squared, put a bracket, that is definite integral, half of x squared e to the power twice x, right? E to the power twice of x minus what? Minus, we know what? uv, right? Half of x e to the power twice x minus integration of v into du over dx. So half times 1, this is half, so take it outside the integral, minus, just keep half there, and it will be what? E to the power twice of x, right? Dx, and since it is definite integral, so we don't need to put c there. Upper limit is 4, upper limit is what? 4, and the lower limit is what? 0. Okay, now simplify it. How can we simplify? We have still an integral within this definite integral yet, so we need to integrate it at first, and then we will put the limits. We will substitute the values. Negative half of x e to the power twice of x, and minus will become plus what? Half of, now integration of e to the power 2x is what? Half. So half times half, that would be 1 over 4, right? 1 over 4 e to the power twice of x, and then put the limits as it was, 4, 0. Okay, now put the values. We are done with the integration. The whole integration process is done. Now just substitute the intervals. At first 4 squared is 16, so 16 over 2, there is 8 e to the power 8x, 8 e to the power 8 minus 2 e to the power 8, and then plus what? 1 over 4 e to the power 8, right? And then e to the power 0, like this is 0, 0, but this would be what? Negative 1 over 4, since e to the power 0 is what? 1. Now just do the summation. What it would be? 8 minus 2, that is 6. So 6 plus 1 over 4, that is 25 over 4, 25 over 25, it would be 25 over 4 e to the power 8 minus 1 over 4. Fine. Okay, did they give any pattern for that? Okay, we need to give it in the like a simplest form. So we can take 1 over 4 common from there to make it more simple. 1 over 4 times what? 25 e to the power 8 minus what? Minus 1. That's the simplest form we got there. That's it. That's the answer. Okay, next, part B. Okay, so basically part B is what? Integration by substitution. The main thing is that here basically in most of the questions they give the substitute, but here they didn't give the substitute. We need to take the substitute. Okay, so what we can take the substitute? Okay, if you see the denominator, it is what, 2x minus 1. So like, can you think a bit, like, can we take the denominator 2x minus 1, just the part within the bracket, as a substitute for u? We can take, right? We can take the substitute as what? U equals to what? Twice of x minus 1. Okay, we will use this substitution. Okay, so if u equals to 2x minus 1, now what's the main goal of integration by substitution? The substitute is u, so that means all the terms with x has to be transformed to u, right? So let's get a substitute for dx. So what it would be? Look, differentiate u. What you will get? Du over dx. Du over dx is what? Just 2, right? So now what we can do? It is what? Integration. At first ignore the limits for now. For x over what? 2x minus 1 whole squared would be what? Whole squared dx. Now let's put the substitute there. Integration 4x there. So in the denominator it is what? 2x minus 1. So you can write u squared, and 4x is there. So in place of x we can do a substitution. What substitution? X can be written as u plus 1 over 2, right? So just put it there. So 4 times u plus 1 over 2, that would be 2u plus 2. Okay, plus 2, and dx. In place of dx, what we can substitute? Make dx subject from there. If you make dx subject from there, what you will get? Half of what? Half of du. Pretty simple. So we can put half of what? Half of du. Half of du. Right? So look, you can take 2 common from there. This 2 and this 2 cancels out. So we'll get integration u plus 1 over u squared du. Fine. Now we can simplify it more. How can we simplify it more? You can write u over u squared, that is 1 over u, plus u inverse 2. That's it. We have simplified using substitution. Okay. Now look, all the terms are in terms of u. Now let us put the limits. The upper limit was earlier. It was, what was that? 21 over 2. Okay. 21 over 2, 20. Right? It was, it was 3. Okay. So for x over 2x minus 1 whole squared dx, it is, can be written as what? Okay, we need the limits for u now. Okay, so if you put 21 over 2 in the place of x, what you will get? 21 over 2 times 2, that is 21 minus 1, this is what? 20. Fine. And if you put 3 there, so 3 times 2, that is what? 6 minus 1, that is 5. That is 5. 1 over u plus u inverse what? 2 du. Fine. Now integrate indefinite integral, so that would be what? ln u. Integration of 1 over u is what? ln u. And then integration of u inverse 2 is what? Add 1 with the power, so it will be negative u inverse 1, and then use the negative 1 power to divide the coefficient, it will become negative, right? Just integration, simple integration 20, and the lower limit is 5. Now just put the values, so you'll get ln 20 minus 1 over 20. Okay, 1 over 20, and then what we got? Minus ln 5. You'll get ln 5 there. Ln 5, and then what? Plus 1 over 5. 1 over 5. So ln 20 minus ln 5. So that would be what? Ln 20 over 5, there is ln 4, right? Ln 4. And 1 over 5 minus 1 over 20, that is what? 1 over 5 minus 1 over 20, that is 3 over 20. That is 3 over what? 20. And this is what? Exactly what they have wanted in the question, isn't it? The value for a is what? 3 over 20. A is equals to what? 3 over 20. And the value for b is what? Just 4. Fine. Okay, yeah, that was all about question number 3 from October 2023 P4 paper. Fine.